Bringing their full ranges to life, which will be shown at an event hosted by African Fashion International on the 25th of November at Johannesburg's hottest new venue, the Park, Hyde Park, where the winner will be announced. The winner will receive 30,000 Rand in cash from MRP to help launch his or her fashion career, an intensive 2-week internship with both MRP and ELLE, the opportunity to redesign a range to be sold in select MRP stores. The opportunity to show that range, of course, is at the 2016 ELLE Rising Star Design Awards. And it's, of course, right, let me just go to who I'm talking to right now. It's Gisèle Wertheim Aymés, who is a publisher of ELLE, a magazine here in South Africa. Gisèle, thank you very much for joining me here on Morning Live. How amazing is this competition? Because it really does change the lives of anybody who's been selected to be part of this competition.
Yes, we're very particularly proud of this competition. We've been in existence for 15 years now. And the whole idea around starting the award, ELLE is a fashion magazine. Funny enough, it is a French fashion magazine, and I know we're going to be talking about ELLE Rising Star, but I do have to say that we're very sad by the news this morning. We have a lot of friends, we have our compatriots in France, in Paris, who live there. It's a very sad morning for us, but it's a fashion magazine. And when we launched in South Africa 19 years ago, we started working on this idea of how we could develop fashion in South Africa, because 19 years ago, fashion is not what you see today. It's hard to believe that there were none of the stores that you see in any of the shopping centres, very few international brands. In the local fashion community, there was no SA Fashion Week, there was no Africa Fashion Week. So we created this award as a team to try and identify young rising talent and to be able to empower them. So it's really an empowerment award. And that's why it's really important that it's not just about giving a prize, it's about enablement. So it's a whole process over 9 months where they get tracked, they get an allowance to actually make up the garments, so there can be no prejudice. If a student doesn't have money, they get an allowance, and then they get trained. We put them through a business course so they understand the business. They get guided by a panel of judges who are deep into the fashion industry. And then when they win, they get this prize. So it's not just about the money. They get to show their clothes on a ramp, so they have to go through the whole process of creating a range, putting it on a model, watching it strut up and down, and then it could be or could not be commercially viable, and it will be judged on that basis. And then if whoever wins then actually gets to go and spend time at MRP, which is the largest South African retailer, fashion retailer, designing a collection. So they get all this training. When they come out of it at the end, they're actually ready to rock and roll completely, and they can actually equip themselves and work in the industry, which is a wonderful, and we think that is really what we want in the end. It's not about all the other nice, cool stuff in between. That is the aim.
This is a game changer. Unfortunately, we run out of time. I would have loved to talk to you about this a little bit more, but it is really a game changer in the fashion industry. It's ELLE publisher Gisèle Wertheim Aymés talking to us about a competition that I'm super excited about. This is how we come to the end of the program.